The Ultimate Trivia Podcast.
Hello and welcome in to the Ultimate Trivia Podcast, the show where knowledge is power and laughter is the only reward. I am your host, Andy, and as always, we have Nick, Brian, Scott, and Kelly joining us. Say hey, everybody.
Hey.
How we doing?
Konnichiwa.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, everybody ready to lose at some trivia tonight?
We'll see.
Okay.
Coming in cocky. I like it.
I didn't come here to lose.
That's good. Well, before we get to today's topic, we are going to jump right to our listener question of the week. It comes in directly to our email address from Jessica. Nick, I'm going to give you first crack. You ready?
Okay, sure.
All right. If you could swap your boss for a celebrity boss for 1 month, who would it be and why?
Ooh, my boss for a so basically just any celebrity.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
Well, actually, is that the question? Or is it a celebrity boss? So are we talking about somebody from a movie or television show who plays a boss? Okay.
I think it's
how do we interpret that
I think
question?
it's just a celebrity.
Just a celebrity.
Just
That's
like-
how I took it.
yeah,
okay.
like an actor or an athlete that you think would be cool to work for.
Ooh, I
Well,
didn't consider athletes.
I think the reasons would be different. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
What do you
okay,
got?
trying to think.
You may tag out if you need time to think.
I need time to think.
Well, tag out to somebody.
All right. I think Brian would have a good answer. Brian, let's hear
The
it.
first thing that popped in my head was Colin Farrell from Horrible Boss.
That would be good.
You'd want to
Yeah,
work
you
for him?
Yes, because he was hilarious.
He's going to make you fire all the fat people.
He was funny. That's all I'm saying.
No, he was
yourself.
hilarious.
Trim the fat.
Trim the fat. Oh, my
That's
goodness.
true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, would you?
Professor
I mean,
Xavier.
that'd be fun for like an hour, maybe. But I mean, would
You
you
don't know me
really
very well,
take
then.
him up for a month? You know, I
I
don't
think
know.
it'd be fantastic.
Like, names are popping in my head. Like,
Well, fire. Let's think
like
with
Jason Sudeikis.
you. Okay.
He seems like a cool person. And then after watching Ted Lasso, like that level of positive, maybe I'm just focusing more on the character he played.
Okay.
Ryan,
So, yeah,
Ryan
that-
Reynolds.
That
Ryan
begs another
Reynolds,
question.
yes.
Are we talking about the celebrity? Or are we
Exactly.
talking about one of the roles that they play? I think everything's in play at this
Well,
point.
I'm going Ryan Reynolds because he seems great at everything, right? He's funny. Everybody loves him.
well, these celebrities, we only see them, on TV or movies or in interviews. So they're playing kind of a character at all times. I don't know what any of these people are like at home. Nobody does,
Yeah.
other than people they live with. So I'm going to base it off of what I see in the media.
Yeah, you'd like to think that you're getting the
Yes.
real person when you're watching.
Exactly.
them,
I
but
think Ryan Reynolds
chances
is a
are
good
you're
one.
not.
I think he would be awesome to work for.
No.
But I don't know. Maybe at home, maybe he's not. Maybe he's boring normally. I have no idea.
Has anybody got Blake Lively on speed dial? I'd really like that phone number, please. Okay, no.
That's
Nah,
my boss.
I lost it.
Kelly?
I want to go with the easy one. It'd be Michael Scott from
Yeah.
The Office.
Nice.
I mean,
That's a good one.
work for a funny idiot.
Yeah. Although, boy, and I love that show. You guys know that.
Yes.
Maybe
but
Bill
he-
Cosby.
Maybe.
As a male, that might not work
You're
out too terribly
you're
for
safe.
you.
Steinbrenner from Seinfeld. I'd work for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soda tastes funny.
Yeah, Michael Scott's a great option. Just allowing him to do his thing. It's entertaining. But he does deliver a nugget every once in a while to make you realize he might know what he's doing.
Yes.
Just every once in a while. Scotty, you got anything over there, buddy?
I think I'm going Conan O'Brien.
Oh, that's a good one.
He is a very funny man. His brain is always on. He's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And I think I could tolerate that for a month,
Yeah,
just based on
well
my
said.
personality. But I think, yeah, and he has a great podcast, and him and his assistant go back and forth. And I just listen thinking that'd be great to have that kind of banter in the office.
They're
So,
they're fantastic
yeah,
together.
yeah. So I think I'll go with Conan.
It's a good one. I like that.
Good
Yeah.
answer.
Adam Sandler, I think, would be a good one.
I got the definitive answer.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
For this group, at least.
Okay.
I'm going Ron Swanson, baby.
Nice. Oh,
We
I
can
like
eat
that.
bacon and drink
I like
bourbon
that.
all month long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a boss, like you probably don't get vacation days.
Well, that's true.
like it's not going to be an easy job working for him.
No, that's
You know?
fair.
Well, he was an avid hunter on the show.
And he hated politics.
Andy's trying to be a
Hated
hunter.
government.
so-
Hated government.
Even though he
worked- Yeah.
But if you're working for him in a company, like because the later episodes, he actually starts his own company.
Yeah.
I'm sure they worked their butts off.
Yeah, that's true. He Was no nonsense. No doubt about that.
Wow.
All right. You got one left? A definitive answer here,
Not
Nick?
a definitive, no. No, sorry.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Jessica, for sending in that question to our email address. Anybody else looking to ask a question to the crew, you can find us at the Ultimate Trivia Podcast at gmail.com. And, of course, all of the social media sites, Instagram likely being our most popular. All right. Well, today we are going to dive into the world of outer space, specifically our solar system. Brian, do you know what our solar system is called?
I'm upset about the topic. The Milky Way.
Well, that's the
our galaxy.
the galaxy, the bigger one.
Oh, okay.
Kind of a trick question.
Oh, okay.
Its formal name is the solar system. So, you know.
You're going to do great.
You're going to
Yeah,
do a great job.
exactly. This sounds great.
Not feeling good now.
So our solar system formed billions of years ago from a dense cloud of interstellar gas and dust. See, you helped build it even.
We are all stardust.
That's right. The order and arrangement of the planets are directly related to how the solar system formed, with planets closest to our sun being smaller, solid surfaces, and those bodies further from the sun being composed of gas and ice. Anybody have an opinion on how they think we're going to do today?
Fair.
Fair.
Yeah, average maybe. I don't see like a 7 out of 10 for me or anything like that.
Okay.
5 maybe.
I'd say fair to terrible.
You appreciate a good stargaze, a good...
I mean, I listen to all kinds of podcasts and stuff now, and all these alternative theories.
You know-
So I have way too much in my head now.
I feel like I should know more and do better because of hanging with Kelly.
Okay.
Because he tells me lots of things, but I don't think I retain it.
in one, out the other kind of deal.
No, I like it, but I don't retain it like I should. Probably.
Is he still talking about the stars?
Yeah, right.
I'm not a science guy in general.
Yeah.
I think that's part of
You've
my
established that already, yeah. Okay. All right, well, we ready to get after it here?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
It's time for the main event, our 10-question trivia game on all things solar system, hosted by our trivia master, Scott.
Yay, Scotty.
Hey.
Here's how it works. Scott will read out the questions, and we'll all write our answers on our whiteboards. When Scott says reveal, we'll show our answers. If any of us get it right, we will earn ourselves a point, and if we don't, Scott will certainly make us feel terrible about it.
I'm ready to do that.
All right,
know.
take it away, Doctor.
All right, gentlemen, let's see how well you paid attention in science class. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it with question 1. I think you're going to like it, especially Brian. Our solar system is just one part of the galaxy we live in. What is the name of our galaxy?
Ooh, there was a spoiler. All right.
What is the name of our galaxy? Looks like everyone has an answer. Brian, you have an answer, or are you just chewing on your board?
I have an answer.
Okay, good. I know you're
wrong.
hungry, but
I have a
let's-
joke to
let's
make
wait.
as soon as we reveal our answers
Okay.
here.
All
Do
right.
it. Let's get it then.
Let's reveal. Kelly with the Milky Way, Brian Milky Way, Andy Milky Way, and Nick also Milky Way.
Just because you write it on the board, Brian, doesn't turn it into the candy bar. I just want to make sure you understand.
Yeah. So thank you, gentlemen, for spoiling the first question. Brian, do you think you would have gotten that one right if?
Yeah, I answered it already.
Oh, okay.
Has anybody seen the Milky Way?
Yes.
The candy bar?
No, no.
Saw one today.
I thought we were talking about candy bars. What are we doing?
From Earth, you get to see the Milky Way, at least parts of it.
That's true. Yeah.
I guess I've seen it. I don't know.
Got to be a clear, low light environment.
Right time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the
And question 2.
had the good fortune to see it twice last year.
Is that right?
Yeah, when I visited Joshua Tree and the Grand Canyon, each place is a international dark sky environment, and that was a big bucket list item for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, the Milky Way is a barred spiral galaxy that contains our solar system.
Naturally.
It is just one of the billions of galaxies in the universe. The milky white bands of stars, dust, and gas is where our galaxy gets its name. Around the world, the Milky Way is also known by different names. For example, in China, it's called Silver River. And
sounds
in
long.
the Kalahari Desert in South Africa, it is known as the backbone of night.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I did not know any of that.
Cool
That's
name. I
great.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if it gets harder or if it's still easy for you gentlemen. Here we go with question number 2. Depending on who you ask, there are 8 or 9 planets in our solar system. Which planet is the largest?
Locked and loaded.
Of the planets in our solar system, which is the largest?
No, Brian. Brian gave me a shake.
I took a guess, but
Okay.
It's a huge planet.
I'm torn between a couple.
It's huge.
One big planet. Nick is hemming.
I'm trying to
and
go-
hawing.
I have 2 I'm thinking. I don't know which one to pick. All right. Well, just pick one.
Okay, that works well for our show when you just put one down.
Thanks. Thanks.
In fact, we're going to reveal and make you show us your answer first. So, Nick, what do you got? We got Neptune, Andy with Jupiter, Brian with Jupiter, Kelly with Jupiter. The correct answer is Jupiter.
Baby.
Showing my skills.
Batting 1,000.
Awesome. So, Brian, you weren't even confident on that one, and here you draw it up.
I was, for some reason, I was torn between Jupiter and Uranus. I wasn't.
Hey-o.
And then even Saturn creeped in, but I was pretty sure it was Jupiter. I was, but I wasn't.
What tore Uranus? Or what tore you between?
Oh, so many jokes to be had.
Right.
Yeah. For some reason, Jupiter didn't even pop in my head. Yeah.
Evidently.
Thanks.
Either did the Titans.
Oh my.
How long is this going to go on?
2 years. You've been punished for 2 years.
2 years
Yeah.
is the number now?
Banishment.
You've been sentenced.
Man. Scotty, tell us about Jupiter.
I will do that. Nice
They eat 'em.
deflecting.
Yeah.
Jupiter is by far the biggest planet in our solar system.
Not even close.
It is 11 times wider than Earth. Even though it is the biggest planet, it has the shortest day in our solar system, taking only 10 and a half hours to spin on its axis.
Another fun fact: all other planets can fill the volume of Jupiter combined. There you go.
Wow. Look at that drop in.
Wow.
Yeah,
This guy.
I got all kinds of Jupiter trivia facts ready
like
to go.
it.
Man.
I'd give you a bonus point if it was a thing, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's move on to question number 3. The Milky Way is characterized by its spiral arms that extend outward from a central core. How many spiral arms does the Milky Way have?
This one is testing me.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, baby.
It may be difficult, but at least all you have to do is guess a number.
Can you read it one more time?
Yep. Milky Way is characterized by its spiral arms that extend outward from a central core. How many spiral arms does the Milky Way have?
Well, what's the plus or minus on this one? For the right answer?
I'm saying, right? That'd be nice. No plus or minus, huh, Scotty? Okay.
Not at all. Does everyone have a number written down, or do you need another minute?
I got a number.
Yep, I got a number.
Okay, in that case, we will reveal. Kelly with 13, Brian with 46, Andy with 8, Nick with 8, and we do not have a correct answer. After Andy said he saw it twice recently.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't see the spot. We live in one of those arms, so
Yeah.
we didn't see that arm.
The correct answer is 4.
Wow.
4?
Yes.
That's blowing my mind.
That doesn't seem right. I believe you, but yeah.
I don't know if I believe it.
Fact check.
Well, I was going, you see 4 from each side.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
Then-
me
then it
too.
becomes
I'm
a
going to
me.
go on that
Yeah.
one too.
Right.
Depends on
You
which
know.
side. Yeah.
No, it's
Only 2-dimensional?
Sure.
Outer
Yes.
space is 2-dimensional?
It looked like 46. I
It's
went
curved.
4.
I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Kept going.
Right.
It just kind of spiraled off. Spiraled off. See?
yeah. I'm still having a hard time seeing it from any images that are in my memory.
Well, that's why,
Anything that I remember seeing seems like there's more than 4.
Yeah.
yeah.
100%.
The only thing we know is that we know nothing at all.
Clearly, yes.
My question.
Agreed. Perfect game buster.
I'm looking up a picture while you talk about it.
Okay, well, here we go. And I apologize to any NASA fans as I butcher this sentence. The Milky Way has 4 main spiral arms the Perseus arm, the Scutum Centaurus arm, the Sagittarius arm, and the Orion arm, where our solar system is located. I was originally going to ask you in which arm is our solar system located, but I figured you guessing a number was a much better
Yeah,
question.
that's way deeper than
It all makes sense.
we can clearly go.
That makes sense.
I looked at the picture. It's 4 arms.
Okay, good.
Chris, clearly, I mean, it's
Yeah.
definitive.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I'll allow it.
Okay, great.
Thanks.
I
Thanks,
love
Andy.
it.
problem. You're
allow
welcome.
it.
We've never had a question under protest.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Well, let's move on to number 4. Which planet is known for its extreme tilt and has a rotation axis nearly parallel to its orbit? Which planet is known for its extreme tilt and has a rotation axis nearly parallel to its orbit?
You answered that one fast, Andy.
Yeah, I got it. I'm on it.
I got 3 in
I'm
my
not
head.
prepared to put the 100%er
I
because
got-
it is
I got-
between 2, but I'm pretty sure.
I got 3 in my head, but
Okay.
I had to go with 1. Yeah, obviously.
I have 8 in my head. I just don't know which one to pick.
Yeah. Or do you have 9?
Yeah, really.
depends
No,
on your- yeah,
that
depends.
one got kicked out, and
Yeah,
I don't want to say the name of it, and just in case it becomes a question. Yeah.
I wrote my final answer down first, then I switched it, and then
Yeah.
I went back to my first one. So
First
we'll see how this indecisiveness works.
When I wrote it down, I was 99.9% positive, and I'm slowly dwindling as time ticks by.
Love it.
it's one of
Because
these
it might be the other one. Yeah, I know.
Nick, do you have something?
I do.
Okay,
I do,
well,
yeah.
your board was resting on the table, so let's reveal. Kelly goes Neptune, Brian with Saturn, Andy with Neptune, Nick with Saturn, and we do not have
Uranus.
a correct answer. The answer is Uranus.
I was Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. Those are the 3 in my head, yeah. But I went with my first instinct, and I was wrong.
That is really, really. I'm very disappointed in myself on that one. That is very disappointing.
I have no disappointment because I have very low expectations of myself for this one.
Yeah, that's where we
I feel
did.
good.
Same way.
That's how you live your life, Nick,
Yeah,
right?
I tried to. If you don't set goals, you don't have to worry
Right.
about achieving anything.
Right.
That's a great
And it
point.
feels nice.
Bingo.
Yeah. Feel good.
What's your 5-year plan, Nick?
Well, I have one.
Not to die.
Try to get there. Yeah.
Loose skin.
All right. Well, tell me why I was wrong, Doc.
Well, I'm going to try to not laugh as I read this because my
Yeah.
8-year-old brain, and as I look at it before I read it, I'm already laughing internally. So here we go. Uranus has an unusual, irregularly shaped magnetosphere. Magnetic fields are typically in alignment with a planet's rotation, but Uranus's magnetic field is tipped over. The magnetic... Okay.
We are children. We are children.
Pronounce it as
I made eye
Uranus.
contact. I couldn't
Uranus.
handle it.
It'll help.
Uranus,
It will
that's-
help.
that's
It will
true.
help.
And
It'll
Scott, I don't
alleviate
care
the
what you say.
laughter.
We're not editing this out. We're going to just have to keep
Oh,
continuing
yeah.
on.
You got to keep going.
Keep talking to the classroom with 2-year-olds.
Okay. Well, Uranus's magnetic field is tipped over. The axis is tilted nearly 60 degrees from the planet's axis of rotation
Sounds uncomfortable.
and is also offset from the center of the planet by 1/3 of the planet's radius.
I can really picture Uranus now. I have a good mental image of Uranus now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. This one's gonna haunt me. This one's gonna beat me up,
Uranus is haunting you.
especially if I lose it. No, yeah, Uranus will definitely haunt me.
Okay, well, comedy aside, we will move on to question number 5, and then we will have a score check. Here we go. Strange as it may sound, this planet's day is longer than its year due to its slow rotation. Of course, we are dwindling down planets, so maybe your options go up.
Is that a confirmation that there will be no answer repeated?
Correct.
Okay.
Can you repeat that?
Strange as it may sound, this planet's day is longer than its year due to its slow rotation.
I got to guess.
Yeah. Same. I
Okay.
don't know this for sure.
Wheel still turning, Brian, or did you write something down?
I got an answer.
Yep. Kelly, you're
It's,
battling it, or you got something?
No, I have a one of two answers, and I picked one, so I think I have a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Let's reveal. Nick with Mercury, Andy with Mercury, Brian with Mars, and Kelly with Mercury. We do not have a correct
Venus.
answer. The answer is Venus.
Dog it.
I'll tell you what, this is keeping me in the game.
It is.
I still have a chance.
Right.
So, all right, that was Venus? That was the answer?
Yes, Venus
Right.
is the answer. Are you
And
starting to check them off?
No, so the day, well, a little bit, trying to. You have to remember all the planets first.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
So the day is longer than the year? Is that what you said?
Yes.
That is what I said. Hard to believe.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a slow rotator.
Man.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let me tell you about it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Venus rotates very slowly on its axis. One day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days. The planet orbits the sun faster than Earth. However, 1 year on Venus takes only about 225 Earth days, making its day longer than its year.
Wow.
You would think then it would always, the same side is always facing the sun for like a super long duration, right? Because it's spinning at the same point.
Imagine how old you would be.
I assume that's why we're not trying to colonize.
Right.
No one wants to.
I wasn't prepared
No,
for
I
that
do
one,
know that
Kelly.
Venus is, the surface of Venus is, the planet is hundreds of degrees.
Yeah, it's quite warm.
Yeah. Wow.
Women are from there.
It was a joke. Leave it, nerd.
Sorry. Yeah, nerd. I know. Not nerdy enough,
I
man.
was
I'm
about to
tied.
say, I don't think anybody is
Goodness
nerdy looking at the
gracious.
scoreboard, which, by the way, Nick, why don't you give it to us?
Sure. Currently in last place is myself. I have one,
Good job.
but not trailing by much because the other three guys all have two. So we are knocking this one out of the park. Listeners, you should be impressed.
For the record, one of those two was given away before we even asked the
Yeah.
first question. So
Very true.
you guys are doing great.
Oh,
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about you guys on this one.
okay.
On the second half, you think?
Well, yeah, I think there's two that you guys should get.
okay.
And then
I
after
think that
that,
was a passive aggressive jab, wasn't it?
Well, I mean,
I think you can.
we do have the process of elimination on our side.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I could get lucky. Could.
Right.
But of course, I don't even remember all the ones we've
You
answered
do
so
have
far.
to remember
Oh, yeah.
the rest of them, yeah.
Right. Well, and I will remind you that the category is solar system, so we are going to change gears here with this next question.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go with question number 6. What is the name of the region of space located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter where a concentration of asteroids can be found? What is the name of the region of space located between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter where a concentration of asteroids can be found?
I'm pretty sure on this one. If there is a different name than what I just wrote down,
You'll be educated.
it will be an education. That's exactly right.
Right.
Not a clue.
All right. A little bit of.
I have an answer.
I wrote something down.
Okay.
It's way off.
Okay.
But
Kelly's
it's
over
so
there.
simple, so crazy.
Right.
It might be right.
Kelly's looking into outer space to try and find the answer.
Right.
What I can see.
Right. Luckily, we do not have a view of the night sky here in our studio.
It's true. All right. So, Nick, what do you got going on tonight while Kelly's thinking?
I think we're putting the clock on now.
I see Kelly writing. When he's done writing, I will end the misery.
Do you have to read my answer live on air?
All right. And we're ready to roll. Let's reveal. Asteroid belt, asteroid field, and Geyer asteroid.
I just made something up.
It looks like Bert, but it's belt.
The Geyer
Looked like a Z
asteroid
almost.
Bert.
That's-
Right.
Yeah.
So Nick and Andy are correct. It is the asteroid belt.
Belt
Say that in
field,
the
same
question.
thing.
Again, yeah. Every time we have that happen, when part of the answer's in the question, it bothers me.
Well, see,
Keep putting that out there every
Right.
time.
I said the asteroid belt.
I'm surprised
What?
asteroid was in the answer.
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
but
I was
that
kinda-
also, there's an element to that, though, because you have to be confident in the answer because it could throw you if you're not going to guess something that's in the question. So you have
Right.
to know the answer, which
Yeah,
is
half
the
what's
idea of
difference between
trivia.
A field and the belt. It's the same thing.
An asteroid field was in Star Wars that they had to navigate through.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like that's the
I
only
thought you'd
thing.
appreciate that.
I do, but it's not the right answer.
Parsec belt.
I don't know. I had the correct answer in there. Can I get a ruling on Mid-Atlantic Ridge?
I saw Bert. I didn't see belt. I don't know.
I thought it was a Z. I thought it looked like a Z, not R.
Well, scattered in orbits around the sun are bits and pieces of rock left over from the dawn of our solar system. Most of these objects, called planetoids or asteroids, meaning star-like, orbit between Mars and Jupiter in a grouping known as the asteroid belt.
But kind of in a field, if you will.
Ish.
A Bert field.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
So we're not giving Kelly credit on that one because of the Geyer. I don't know.
I say no.
I'm not giving him credit for that. No.
Okay.
Well, remember that. Mid-Atlantic Ridge.
I remember that too.
What I left out a word, you're adding a word. It's not Carl's asteroid belt.
Carl's asteroid Bert.
He makes a good argument, I guess, when you think of it that way. I don't know how to go against that.
See how it is.
Well, Kelly, I'm feeling good about number 7 for you.
I don't care.
We might have our first protest.
Yes. Here we go. Question number 7. What is the name of Earth's only natural satellite? What is the name of Earth's only natural satellite?
I'm thinking of the Dave Matthews Band song.
Okay. Who originally did it?
Oh, well played.
I almost spit on my beer.
Well played, Scott.
Does Dave Matthews do that many covers?
I don't know.
No, he doesn't.
It's a running joke with Scott.
Okay. I know I've heard the joke many
he
times.
He does some like live.
Okay.
But he doesn't like on his albums or anything.
All right. Just
Yeah.
curious.
I went with Brian and saw him in concert.
He did one cover. Yeah, the last song
It was
a
like
cover.
4 or 5. I don't know.
No, please. What? The last song was a cover.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me be myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
There might have been 2. But the majority of the show obviously is
That
original.
one was a fun one, though.
It was a good one.
That was a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Read the question again.
Okay, what is the name, and this is the last time, what is the name of Earth's only natural satellite? Giving you a 10 count.
That means we got to fill the space. Otherwise, if we cut it,
Or we edit it out.
yeah, then there's not 10 seconds left.
That's true.
Got it?
Wrote something down. Okay, let's reveal. The moon from Kelly. Brian with a question mark. Andy with the moon. Nick with lunar. The answer is the moon.
It was
I am not kidding. That's what I wanted to write down.
why didn't you?
It sounded crazy. I'm like, that's not a satellite.
I-
That's honestly
I
the
crossed-
first. I swear, that's the first thing.
How
that
many
popped in my
players
head.
are on a baseball field?
Oh man,
I crossed
the
out the moon. I was like,
I'm not even
That's
kidding.
the answer.
I've heard them like they talk about
Oh,
the lunar
man.
surface. I was like,
Lunar, yeah.
well, many planets have moons.
That's the first thing.
So
wow.
that's why I was like, maybe it's just not. I overthought.
So
it.
lunar is relating to the moon, right?
Yeah.
So lunar
Correct. Yeah.
Brian, if your
Because
face was a question mark, like if you would have saw your face when you read the answer, your face was
I
the
was
definition
like,
of a question mark.
Brand new
No, I
information.
thought like I'm not as dumb as I think I am. I guess.
Right.
I don't know. Let's not get crazy.
Right.
Oh, okay, all right,
You
that's
did not write the moon, so
But that was honestly that's the first thing that popped in my head. But I'm like that's not a satellite. So explain yourself.
a natural. It's considered a natural satellite.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Don't jump in like you're an expert.
I had moon written down. I overthought it.
He thought too hard. He's
did.
too smart for
Yeah.
this question.
It's the Geyer moon.
We'll go with that. Carl's moon.
Carl's moon.
Carl's Bert's moon. Yeah.
Right. Earth's moon is the brightest and largest object in our night sky. The moon makes Earth a more livable planet by moderating our home planet's wobble on its axis, leading to a relatively stable climate. It also causes tides, creating a rhythm that has guided humans for thousands of years. Earth's only natural satellite is simply called the moon because people didn't know other moons existed until Galileo discovered 4 moons orbiting Jupiter in 1610.
There you go. Did you know? So I just wrote an episode that I'll have to rewrite this question because it was what is the largest planet in our solar system, which obviously we've already covered.
I think I already forgot.
The tiebreaker.
Wait, no, I just remembered.
Jupiter.
I just remembered.
The tiebreaker for that episode was going to ask how, according to NASA, how many moons is Jupiter credited to have?
Which planet has the most moons?
Well, answer my question first.
Well, let's not.
79.
This could come up still, guys.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I'm out.
You
Never
don't know.
mind.
I mean, you ruined one question already.
Yeah, I know. I've already
Shut it down, guys. Shut it down.
That was Brian that ruined it.
Shut it down now.
All right. Well, let's move along to question number 8. Which planet has a moon, also known as a natural satellite, Brian? Which planet has a moon named Phobos that is rapidly approaching the planet and might eventually crash into it? Which planet has a moon named Phobos that is rapidly approaching the planet and might eventually crash into it? So you're back to guessing a planet, so that should make you feel a little more comfortable.
No, it doesn't. But I have a guess.
Do you remember which ones have been chosen already?
That's what I was trying to start to think of. But I've written down so many that were wrong. Yeah, it's not good. But I wrote something down.
Okay. Andy's dotting an I or doing something over there.
I have finalized my answer.
Okay. And everyone else has as well? Mm-hmm. Let's reveal. Nick with Mercury, Andy with Saturn, Brian with Saturn, Kelly with Saturn. We do not have a correct answer. The answer is Mars.
Really?
Which makes you wonder, why are we in a hurry to go inhibit it?
Exactly
That's
what
why
I was
ruled,
about to
right.
say.
I ruled it out for that reason.
Why are we-
I know. I mean, I thought about that. I was like, no, if there's, impending death coming to Mars, why are we in a hurry to go there at all?
Yeah.
I mean, Matt
No,
Damon
that's-
did pretty well there.
Oh, you did.
Oh, he's living and thriving, baby.
Yeah.
Man.
We had a potato farm on there, I believe.
I would like an answer to that question. Like, why are we so enamored with the idea of terraforming and moving to Mars if it's going to explode?
No,
I don't know what the
no.
timeline
All
is.
the planets
Right.
are going to explode eventually.
Well, that's a good point.
Well,
That
we
is-
only have so much time, and I don't want to get into it right now. So
you don't want to get too technical.
we can get it after the show. I can explain it.
I
to you.
appreciate
Brian
it.
has a short dissertation he would like to
Okay,
give to us.
draw me a
later.
picture. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Phobos orbits only a few thousand miles above the red planet's surface. Its proximity to its planet is one of the reasons astronomers were unable to see the satellite until the late 19th century. I mean, a few thousand miles is not that much when you're talking about outer space.
No, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's I'm gonna have to dive into the rabbit hole on that one because nobody talks about that when they talk about exploration to Mars.
Yeah. Well, I wonder
Right.
what the rate of descent, if you would,
Sure.
is.
Yeah.
How much closer is it getting every year?
Yeah, do we have that information there?
I do
Doc?
not, but I do know that some sources said eventually will crash, or others are like, could crash.
Yeah.
So it probably depends on which
He
expert you talk to.
probably doesn't have the info because no one cares.
Well, I believe and we would need to fact check this, but I believe there are 2 moons that circle Mars.
That I don't remember.
I do believe that's right.
Yeah.
I'm not fact checking that one.
No.
Okay.
But our listeners can if they
We'll just
Yes.
comment on our YouTube channel there or something
Right.
like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, we've done 8 rounds so far. Nick, how are we looking on the score?
Andy with 4, Kelly with 3, Brian and myself with 2.
Okay.
So
So
still
technically,
close.
Fair to poor, like I said.
Everybody is still in the game. Still in the game.
I'm having flashbacks to 90s sitcoms going into the last question with the lead.
I hope we can make that a reality. Let's repeat that. Okay. That'd be fun.
All right. Well, I'm feeling confident, at least for a couple of you, on question 9. So let's do it. And I think you know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
So here we go. This is the closest planet to our sun and is now considered the smallest planet thanks to the demotion of Pluto.
Okay. Finally one that I can absolutely say Hundo.
I will not say absolutely on anything. Come
on.
I'm rather confident with
Come
it.
on, commit.
Nick was pretty quick on the board there. I like it.
My answer is 100%.
Did you finish writing it before I did?
I think so.
Oh, that means you win then.
I wrote it pretty quick.
At least this one. How about you, B?
I think I know it, but I'm not 100%.
Attaboy.
I'm going to read it one more time in case you want to change your answer. This is the closest planet to our sun and is now considered the smallest planet thanks to the demotion of Pluto. Everyone's sticking with their answers. Let's reveal. Nick with Mercury, Andy Mercury, Brian Mercury, Kelly Mercury.
Boop, boop.
And we got 5 for 5 on that one. It is Mercury.
I want to count that again there, Doug.
Third time's a charm on Mercury for me.
11 for 11.
Bound to get there eventually, right?
Right.
I mean, even if I only wrote down Mercury for every answer, I would eventually at least got one.
Right.
Maybe.
So, well,
We haven't had all the planets yet officially,
true.
so
that's true.
Well, Mercury is only slightly larger than Earth's moon. Its surface is covered in tens of thousands of impact craters. Despite its proximity to the sun, Mercury is not the hottest planet in our solar system. But Mercury is the fastest planet, zipping around our sun every 88 Earth days.
Wait, closest to the sun, but it's not the hottest?
Correct.
yeah, I told you.
Man, the
Dropped
solar
a little
system
factoid
doesn't
on
make
you
any
earlier.
sense anymore. There's no logic. How does that make sense?
Oh boy. Okay.
Nothing.
I don't know, maybe it's moving too fast. I have no idea.
Scott's
Wind
unwillingness
speed's cooling it down.
to deliver that additional information makes me wonder very much about question number 10.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay. Oh wait, I think it's already been an answer, but now I've lost track. So all the planets are open.
Let's find
for
out.
debate.
All right, let's do it. Number 10. The western edge of this constellation is closest to the center of the Milky Way galaxy. The western edge of this constellation is closest to the center of the Milky Way galaxy.
I'm struggling to understand this question. I know you're not going to clarify. You will simply reread it.
It's the western edge, Andy.
The western edge.
The western edge
the
of this constellation.
You're just
Are you-
reading it again.
All right.
Right.
It's closest to the.
You know what constellations are? I mean, I can't define anything for you right now, but I know you know what a constellation is.
Yes, I do. I'm
The
very
western
familiar.
edge of this one is closest to the center of the Milky Way galaxy.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
Right.
clearly.
Everyone else knows it.
Pick one of the 12 constellations.
There's only 12?
Shoot.
No, there's way more.
That did not help me.
I have a very specific reason I'm writing this down. If it's wrong, then
You're specifically wrong. I
I'm
get it.
very specifically wrong.
I could tell what you wrote.
No, you did. Could you?
Wow, he's good.
Yeah,
Really
I got a
good.
mirror behind me.
No, he just.
Same thing.
Is it? You think you're right?
No, I think
Oh.
I think you wrote the same thing I did.
Okay.
Ooh.
I can't wait to find out.
Did you write something down, Nick?
Oh yeah.
Great. We look forward to the entertainment. All right, let's reveal
No.
Orion's belt for Nick, Scorpio for Andy, Space is Stupid from Brian, and Orion from Kelly. The correct answer is Sagittarius.
Dang it.
In fact,
winner.
Sagittarius was in one of the earlier questions.
I don't remember that.
No, I don't remember that either.
It's in one of the arms of the,
Oh,
the
yeah.
spiral arms. Yeah.
One of the forearms.
Yeah.
Hey, we got an expert here.
Watch out.
So Scorpio, or a scorpion, I'm sure it's Scorpio, from where we are located, if you are trying to identify where the Milky Way is in the sky, it is behind the Scorpio constellation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can find the 3 dots of the scorpion's tail, you know you're looking in the direction of the Milky Way. So that's where I went.
Okay. I mean, that's
Yeah, I
a
forgot
lot
about
better than I would have done. With
What is
this question.
Sagittarius? What's that animal representing? I'd actually know.
Archer.
Archer?
Yeah. Well, it's in the description, so I
Thank
will
you.
go ahead
Yes.
and read it.
I don't
for
want to
you.
spoil your.
Oh, well.
I thought Orion was the archer.
Yeah, me too. He's the hunter.
Ah,
We
true.
should do more space trivia, guys.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Sagittarius is one of the 88 modern constellations. Its name is Latin for archer and is commonly represented as a centaur drawing a bow. At the center of the Milky Way galaxy is Sagittarius A, which contains a supermassive black hole.
Is anybody starting to wonder if Scott's making all this up?
He could be.
Could be, you wouldn't.
I can hear the listeners be like, "It's a great show. It's just five morons
It's
doing trivia."
doing fictional trivia.
This is where our listeners hear the show and like, these guys are actually not very smart.
Yeah, exactly.
Stick to movie trivia, guys.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is highly disappointed.
Yeah,
Yes, he is.
we have to have him on, I guess, to berate us. He can host a trivia. Wouldn't that be something?
Oh, wow. We go over
Brian
10.
would love that one. I
Yeah, he
know.
would.
There's a lot of science.
I love listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
I wish I should know more because I listen to him, but I don't.
You still don't.
I don't. No.
I saw him live one time. It was as entertaining as you'd think
I
it
imagine.
would be.
And with that interesting story, let's see how we ended today's game.
What? Who cares? Andy won. Big deal.
Yeah, he did.
And how many did Andy have?
Again, who cares? 5. 5.
I would have turned in my nerd card if I did not win this one, with all due respect to my nature counterpart Kelly over there. But this one is one that I felt was in my wheelhouse.
Now, wait a minute. Did Brian tie Kelly?
Brian tied me.
Oh,
Kelly had 4.
Four,
Brian and I
3.
both had 3.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more
It
sense.
feels right.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
don't-
tied the guy that didn't know what the moon was.
Don't do that.
Well, the tiebreaker question, I had it all ready to go. We'll have to save it for another podcast.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. Another space podcast.
93 million miles.
Or 112,000.
But anyway,
And we're getting nothing.
right. That's a wrap on our trivia. Appreciate you guys for playing along. And thanks, Nick, for keeping score as always. And congratulations, Andy.
Thank you.
Nice
It feels
job,
good
Andy.
to get the
Good
first
job,
one.
Andy.
under
Good
our
First
job.
win. You
I
got it.
appreciate
Got it.
that.
Congrats.
Scotty, another dynamite hosting. Well done.
I appreciate that.
Awesome, Scotty. Thank you so much for writing that trivia and hosting a course. It was it'll be special to me, specifically getting my first win under my belt. Thank you very much. All right. We're going to jump right to the bonus question of the week, and I happen to love this one. Scotty wrote it, so we're going to start with him.
Okay.
All right. There have been a lot of movies that take place in outer space, both in and outside of our galaxy. What is your favorite movie set in outer space?
Well, my answer is The Empire Strikes Back because it is my favorite movie, regardless of where it takes place.
Okay, wow.
So, but I guess I could say the Star Wars universe. That might hopefully be an acceptable answer. It's not one movie.
Hedging a little, I
Yeah,
think.
okay.
We got to pin it down.
Well, Empire starts with on Hoth, where they're on an icy, snowy planet. So they really just introduced a whole nother part of space.
We don't even need sound effects.
I was waiting for that.
Good. So you new creatures and all that. Yeah, I'd be terrified about getting killed, regardless of where I am.
It was
But
definitely a step up in the computer-generated graphics from A New Hope to
Right.
Empire. Big
Right.
time. Big step up.
right, I mean, I'm sure older listeners may have a better one, but I mean, this is the first movie where space. It seemed like it was, real. You actually
Yeah.
believe these people could be traveling through space
Right.
based on the graphics. I mean, obviously they've gotten better over time. We look at some old sci-fi movies.
It's just a movie.
Yeah, you look at some old sci-fi movies. The graphics aren't that
When
great.
you even look at the making of those movies, I mean, they were moving cameras over these models, and they were specifically trying to make this as realistic as possible. That was the goal, instead of just
yeah,
having
Space-
some random
Spaceballs?
setting.
yeah. I mean, that's
Nice.
not a bad answer.
Not
a
a
good
bad
answer.
One.
Brian, do you have an
Planet
answer
Vespa?
for us?
It's a very good answer.
I was thinking. There's a handful of space movies I like. I'm not a big sci-fi guy necessarily. Of the Star Wars, I really liked Force Awakens actually, which I know
Yeah.
it's not a big popular answer probably with Star Wars folks, but
I thought it was
liked-
good.
I liked Force Awakens a lot. The new Star Treks with Chris Pine, I love those. So I don't know.
Very
if I have
good.
a
Very
straight,
good
I don't know if I have a straight answer. Honestly, that's tough. Spaceballs though does jump in the head. That's a great
You're
movie.
doing great
It's
with
a
that.
funny movie. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to save Nick here because he's our movie guy.
Good
Fair
call.
enough. Fair enough.
So we're going to come back to Kelly here.
This is a off-the-wall B-side, B-track movie. It's Enemy Mine from the 80s.
Oh.
I got nothing on that one.
I don't know why. I just remember it as a kid. It just brings nostalgia to me. Dennis Quaid, Lou Gossett Jr. They were. I'm trouble remembering the plot, but they were like soldiers and they were on a lost planet and they were stranded there for some reason, and they had some distrusts because one was an alien, one was a human.
Yeah.
And it just talks about that throughout the movie.
Okay.
So it's interesting. Check it out.
Yeah. I have a lot of honorable mentions because the movies that my brain immediately goes to are not what I would consider the best movies that take place in outer space. But one of them is my favorite book of all time, which is The Martian. We've already hit on that on the previous
Right.
episode.
Very good.
And the movie did it wonderfully, did it great justice.
It's a great movie.
The other one is probably one of my top 5 just most fun movies to watch in general, and that's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
Absolutely love it.
I wasn't
one.
thinking about Marvel as much. That's great.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great soundtrack.
Very
Great soundtrack. Again, some honorable mentions. You go back to The Last Starfighter. Absolutely amazing.
Can I change my answer?
Yeah, of course.
So I recently had told my girls I want them to watch The Last Starfighter.
I don't
with
know
me.
how it would hold up necessarily.
Yeah, I know.
Right? But yeah, I mean, Fifth Element. There's just I could go on. I am a huge sci-fi fan, so this is just a genre that speaks to me. But
Probably not Starship Troopers, though, right?
I enjoyed that movie a lot.
Yeah, but
there
it's
were
just
parts
killer,
of it that I
killer
enjoyed.
bugs everywhere, right?
Yeah, I'm not a bug guy. In spite of my love for the outdoors, yeah, that's not my thing. So, all right, Nick, you're gonna wrap this question up. I want you to think through it and give us some honorable mentions before you deliver your answer.
Okay. Honorable mentions. Let's say more recently, I even like the original Dune. I'm a fan of the new
great.
Dunes. I enjoy those a lot. He said Starship Troopers. I was thinking about that one, but bit of a sleeper, Ender's Game.
Oh,
You ever seen that?
Yeah.
I really
I'm
enjoyed that
familiar
movie. I
with
wish they would have done more.
are you going to say Flash Gordon? Is that your answer?
No, I'm not going to say
Okay.
Flash Gordon.
Right.
Marvel ones were a good one because I've seen all of those
All of
many
them,
times.
sure.
But I'm going to go with at least one that has not been mentioned, Interstellar.
Oh, nice.
Man, I love that movie.
Chef's kiss.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
That one-
Big endorsement.
That one, unreal good. I mean, hard to even understand it. The more you watch it, it doesn't even get like easier to understand.
Yeah.
But I love that movie.
I'd love to be
Interstellar.
inside Christopher Nolan's head for just.
I know.
Or maybe I wouldn't.
Great.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a Neil deGrasse Tyson interview. Those two chatting is absolute
I have
science
not, I have
gold.
not heard that. I'll have to
It's
check that out.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would probably be mine.
I'd make the argument, in my personal opinion, that movie doesn't end well.
Yeah.
They don't do a good job of ending the movie,
The way they bring it back. Yeah.
but it is
Yeah.
wonderful.
I liked the way they closed it. It wasn't a great ending, but
Yeah.
him coming back, his daughter.
Not Lucy, which
Yeah.
is the single worst ending of any great movie ever in the history
I'll
of the
give you
world.
that. I'll give you that.
Boom.
Yeah.
There's a hot take, B.
Wow.
It is a hot take.
Yeah. Wow.
Have you ever seen The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai?
I feel like you just made that up.
It is.
I mean, I
put it on your list.
I know of
vaguely-
it,
I
and I
vaguely
think I've only
remember it.
seen it in parts. Like I don't
Okay.
think I've ever sat down and watched that one start to
That-
finish. No.
I don't
Yeah,
think that's real.
it's
That is- wow.
it's worth a while. I mean, it's campy and cheesy, but it's so good.
I got a sleeper one for you too, a comedy, a little movie called Galaxy Quest.
Oh yeah,
I've heard of
Tim
that.
Allen.
I'm not familiar with it.
Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver. I mean,
Sure.
you can throw the alien movies in it. It's
Oh,
Sigourney
how
Weaver, but-
aliens. Yeah.
But,
or
yeah.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Yeah.
Galaxy.
The guy, I can't remember his name, the guy from Monk.
42 is the answer.
Sam Rockwell is in it.
Okay.
I'm a huge Sam Rockwell
Yeah.
fan.
Right? Yeah,
you say?
for sure.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I was talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
another good one.
Yeah.
So,
And Stargate. I mean, there's just so many. of them.
Stargate. Yeah, another
Stargate's
good
good.
one.
That's not set in space though.
Which one?
Stargate.
Well, it's
Yeah, it is.
interdimensional.
They travel to.
It's a different dimension. It's another planet.
But you're right. I mean, we could
you could argue
workshop.
it.
We could workshop that one.
Debate
Yeah.
that one.
Howard
Yeah.
the Duck.
Yes.
Now we're back to George Lucas.
The first Marvel movie, if you will.
Well, that's it. Most of the Marvels actually, take place in some realm of outer space. There's some element to it, of course, but you know what? I think we could do an entire just jam session on debating sci-fi movies. There's just so many different tonalities to those movies: serious, comedy,
I think you do it with a lot of
inventive.
Yeah.
Well, any genre, I
movies.
guess.
Genre, right?
Yeah, just about any genre. Well, there you go. There's our bonus episodes.
Yeah,
I guess.
we got a lot lined up.
I love it. All right, gentlemen. Well, thanks again. That's it for today's episode of the Ultimate Trivia Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. We'll see you next time with more trivia and more fun. And until then, keep your brains sharp and your bellies laughing.